We were heading somewhere I had never been and only heard stories about. A legendary American gem full of rich history and a feel that can't be duplicated. And our means of getting there was also a first.
I got some beers too. They're not awesome.
It's not a simulation. I'm still dreaming, falling deeper within. This love is an ocean wide that never runs dry. I would like to say that I could stay all night and that I'll do anything for you. I wonder why you let me be this close when I surely doesn't let you. On this island, we were fine.
No way.
No one was here but us. So darling, you know, wait for me and I'll come home.
Insane.
It's not a
This kitchen with the bar. I love the feel of this. I didn't even realize there was a wood stove. Like, you'll feel how wide the staircase is.
Never runs dry.
So we were invited here by Nantucket Rentals. If you're looking to take a trip to Nantucket, definitely check out nantucketrentals.com. They have an unreal selection. This is exactly our style. It's pretty quaint, but it still is huge inside, and there's so many different little nooks, and it's just designed beautifully. They give you a gift card, and there's wine on the table, and Nantucket Rentals is different from your other home rental sites because you actually get a real person. They can give you advice on where to go to dinner, what beaches to go to, pretty much anything you want to know in order to have a truly unforgettable trip. You basically have a personalized local guide. Getting that sort of input from an actual local can completely change your experience. If you're interested in planning your own trip to Nantucket, just hit the link in the top line of the description. Check out Nantucket Rentals. They set us up with a bunch of really cool things to do while we're here, so this is gonna be a heck of a trip. I've never been to Nantucket before. I love the feel of ocean towns, so I'm pretty overwhelmed right now and very excited to explore the rest of this island. So we made our way to the downtown, where the streets were cobblestone and brick and covered with fantastic old vehicles around every corner. And we had a simple dinner out on a bench and soaked in the sights and smells before heading out to explore the endless dirt roads of the island. The island is small and you can get almost anywhere in about 15 minutes. It was cool to be in town surrounded by buzzing life, and then in a few minutes feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's like a whole other world on those back roads. We drove into the night and woke with the sun.
All my life I've wondered what I should do. Would you tell me if you knew? Would you hold it above my head and say it's all for the best?
this day, we had something very exciting planned, something neither Allie or I had ever done. We met Matt and Alex on the Blue Peter sailboat, which is moored right in the main harbor. And I'll put a link to their site in the video description if you're interested in this unforgettable experience.
I knew that one already.
And once we got back on land, we headed to the famous Cisco Brewery for the full tour.
Down beside you, and I see why you can't understand me. But now I'm gone, my head's in a spin again, and my heart won't let me begin to see I've got nothing to win.
had food trucks and live music in a fun, free-feeling environment. And then for sunset, we used the gift card they gave us at the rental towards a beautiful dinner on the beach. We felt a little out of place, but we were feeling grateful to have the chance to experience life on this island.
My head's in a spin again. My heart won't let me begin to see I've got nothing to win.
Yeah. And on the next day, we waited out the rain in the museums with hopes high that the sun might come back. And on one of the early quiet mornings, walking the side streets when no one was around, we ran into Casey Neistat. He's an old-time YouTuber and one of my biggest inspirations. I used to sit at the kitchen table at my parents' house and watch all his videos, and to fist bump him was a surreal moment. And as we watched the forecast, there was no sign that the clouds would clear. But at least the rain had stopped, and so we continued exploring. And it wasn't long before streaks of blue started showing up.
Sing these? Real deal. These are carrots right here. Good for this is what we're growing.
And then it was off on our most anticipated part of the trip.
This is so cool.
The beach drive to Great Point Lighthouse. And as we got further along, pastels started showing up in the sky. And then the golden light exploded.
Really?
There's 3 of them.
The tide comes in, pulls some sand back into the ocean. Land is lost another fight it cannot win. The cycle begins. Clouds come in, turn from white to gray, then fade to nothing. They fall down to the ground just to be reborn again. The cycle begins. And I don't know why this sand keeps slipping through my fingers. And I don't know why the clouds they always seem to linger. People come and people go, so we're told. I should know. But when you're young, you think that some are invincible. The cycle begins.
And one of my favorite moments of the trip was the drive back from the lighthouse, where we flew with the seagulls while the world turned blue.
Just a couple more for good measure.
And on our last morning, Allie made our favorite breakfast before we had to give back the rental car. And with our flight home being at dinner time, we had to find a new way to get around the island. so we biked from the center of town to Sconsit, and I was immediately enamored by the quaint village on the cliff.
That's so sweet.
To end the trip, we did the Sconsit Cliff Walk, where you felt like a kid sneaking through people's backyards along the ocean. We would have never been able to do this trip without being invited by Nantucket Rentals. And while we felt spoiled, we were incredibly grateful, as there's a true old soul that lives in the cobblestones and the cedar shakes of this island. And you can see it and feel it in the eyes of the locals when they speak of Nantucket fondly, as it truly is a place everyone should travel to at least once.